Hi everyone, welcome back to the Controversial Podcast. In today's video, I just want us to tackle the issue of illegal immigration, and I just want to address Prof. Anele. I'm going to talk about March and March and the people who are busy criticizing the March and March and saying the founder of March and March, Jacinta Mangobese Zuma, is being funded to chase away the illegal immigrants in South Africa. And people are actually criticizing the March and March, trying to discredit Jacinta Mangobese and saying she's being paid. That's why a lot of people are joining these marches, of which is a lie. And I just want us to talk about Prof. Anele. Prof. Anele Mngadi, I think it's Prof. Anele Mngadi. You know, I came in guns blazing when Penwell, the Black Pen, was criticizing her, saying he doesn't believe her story. It does not make sense that the whole Standard Bank can just hire the assassins to take care of her, obviously. You know, I defended her. I was like, really, Penwell? I'm really surprised that she's now saying no. She's calling the march Afrophobic. I mean, she's not the only one. She's calling the march Afrophobic and xenophobic. Anyone who's marching is just xenophobic or Afrophobic. And people shouldn't chase illegal foreigners. We are all one. And she's been saying Africa should unite. She's now reminding us about apartheid, something that we know the ANC people sold out long time ago. She's reminding us about the CODESA meeting and all of that. People shouldn't fight illegal foreigners. That's basically what she's saying. Lying to the people. We believed her story when she talked about Standard Bank, and a lot of people cancelled their bank accounts with Standard Bank just because she said she was bullied by Standard Bank. And I watched all her videos talking about the videos that she was uploading on her TikTok account. Now, all of a sudden, she doesn't believe the struggle of poor people. Black people have been suffocated with these people. I was very angry at the Standard Bank for what they've done to her. And she even spoke about her child and said her child was almost raped. We felt sorry for her. She's living in a gated community. She's got security. Talking about the guards that are looking after her home 24/7. And she doesn't want to believe people. She doesn't want to believe the lived experiences of Black people. She's not staying with these illegal immigrants. I know she mentioned that she was staying abroad. She has a home somewhere, I don't know where, because she has money. She can live abroad and she will still be financially stable. She's such a hypocrite. She doesn't want to believe people. She doesn't want to believe other people's struggles. Like, seriously, what is wrong with you, woman? Who the hell are you? Telling people that they should be blaming government. They should do all these marches to government. Clearly, you haven't been watching the March and March. They have submitted memorandums like several times to the very same government you're talking about. They've been submitting memorandums in Gauteng province, in KwaZulu-Natal, in the Eastern Cape, Kukombo City. They've been submitting memorandums like it's nobody's business and marching to the union buildings, marching to the Home Affairs Department. We really felt sorry for you when you said your child was about to get raped and they have assaulted you and all those things that they did to you. But you have audacity to come out here and say the March and March founder is being funded. You didn't even come here with evidence to prove what you are saying. And you are busy calling people pigs. People who once stood by you, people who once supported you, you are calling them airheads. Who the hell are you? Just because you are educated, you think you are better than other people. Now you are saying you are going to sue people just because they are criticizing you, because you have money. You've got money for days and you want to sue people. You are even calling people pigs. Hey, I shame. You want people to sympathize with you, but when other people are crying, you're like, no, people are Afrophobic, people are xenophobic. You're telling us about white supremacy. What are you doing about it? You should be ashamed of yourself. Shame. You should be ashamed of yourself. Sometimes I wish I did not make that video when I defended you. When Penwell, the Black Pen, was saying, no, your story is not making sense, especially when you mentioned the Izinkabi. Knowing exactly that, Pen, used to work for the bank, and he's absolutely aware of the fraud that the banks are committing. And here you are telling people nonsense. I mean, it's not only you who's criticizing the March and March. Dr. Mboiseni Ndlozi said March and March is just full of hate. They hate other Africans, lying to the people. People are against of illegal foreigners. It's even happening in the UK. People are sick and tired of Muslims. They are saying these people are raping their children. They're committing all sorts of crimes. And they are trying to replace the English people. Now the English people are fighting. Why don't you speak about that? Donald Trump is also chasing out the illegal immigrants. So South Africa mustn't deal with illegal immigrants. All these African countries that you're speaking about are busy chasing away illegal foreigners. You all are an embarrassment, Shane. You are an embarrassment to our society. You guys are just lying to the people. You're lying to your followers, saying March and March has been paid, has been funded. March and March is indirectly dealing with those white people who are hiring the illegal aliens because they don't want to pay. They don't want to pay people. They don't care about the minimum wage. You keep on saying, no, you need to understand the bigger picture. You keep on saying that African countries need to trade among themselves. How do you trade with criminals? Let's start there. How do you trade with criminals, people who are coming here in this country, destroying this country, destroying our cities? These people are selling powder to our kids. And we should accept that nonsense and say, no, we are trading with these people. People who don't mind bribing the government officials. People who are committing crime in this country. We don't even know these people. Some police officers have been killed by these illegal aliens. Where is DJ Waras today? He's no more because he was trying to fix the hijacked building issues. What have you said about that? What have you said about DJ Waras? Talking to these intellectuals, what have you said about DJ Waras? DJ Waras was unalived by a Mozambican. There's this youngster, the Kaizer Chiefs player, a very young Kaizer Chiefs player, Luke Flews, was unalived by a Mozambican. And nobody's talking about that. You don't want to talk about the crimes that these illegal aliens are committing in this country. We've seen a drug bust that happened in Limpopo where 1 billion rand worth of drugs were found in a truck, and they were transported via Malawi to Zimbabwe, and then they entered in this country. You don't want to say, wow, thank you, Jacinta Ngobese. Now the government officials are working very hard, We've seen so many drug busts recently. You'll find illegal aliens, especially Nigerians. And it's not only Nigerians, it's people from Malawi, and there are those criminals from South Africa, obviously. It's a shame. Some of you are even lying about this protest, saying, no, these protests are violent. Ever since this protest started, tell me one individual, an illegal foreigner that was killed. Not even a single person. People who were looting in Bloemfontein and somewhere in Escort in KwaZulu-Natal were just opportunists, were just criminals. They were not part of March and March group. They were just criminals. But you keep on lying to people, saying, no, people are violent. These marches are very violent. These people keep on insulting South Africans on social media, and we should just watch and listen to your stupid ideas of Pan-Africanism, while our South Africans are being replaced in this country, economically or whatsoever. They are being replaced by these illegal aliens. So if you don't have anything positive to say about these marches, just say nothing, because at the end of the day, these marches are going to benefit everyone in this country. It's not only the poor people, even the middle class, even business people. You all are going to benefit at the end of the day. But you keep on telling us about stupid ideas. You don't even come up with solutions. You're just there criticizing. Yeah, South Africans are Afrophobic. I mean, we've been with these people. Even during apartheid, few of them were able to come into this country. After 1994, the ANC decided to do away with the borders. And these people have been coming in this country. Illegal or legal, they've been coming in this country. We've welcomed them, even Zimbabweans who are now hijacking cars and unaliving people. We've welcomed them. And today you are telling people that, no, they're Afrophobic, spreading propaganda, lying about South Africans, lying about Black South Africans. I mean, I was also watching the SMWX show last week. Sizwe Mpofu Walsh invited Prince Mashele, the political analyst. 90% of the things that he was saying, I was agreeing with him. But I was really lost when he said the March and March are now violent. It was more of like he was trying to say March and March are violent people that are not doing the right thing, just because he's starting his own political party, by the way. He said, no, if people want to do the right thing, they should join his political party and fight the system. People are sick and tired of these political parties. These political parties are not helping anybody. It's just looking for funding. We know what he has done to Herman Mashaba. Herman Mashaba paid millions to this guy. So now he's saying he's starting his own political party. I wish people can just wake up and not vote for that party. We're just sick and tired of these parties. March and March should never ever consider to become a political party. Should never ever. Even Caesar said, no, I do have an issue with illegal foreigners. I don't like violence. Where are they getting this information? If these marches were really violent, a lot of illegal foreigners should have been unalived if that's the case. Because I only know only 2 Mozambicans who apparently died in Mossel Bay. But the police are still investigating what actually happened. It's only those 2 illegal foreigners, so I don't know what was happening there. Jacinta Mangobese did not organize that march. She specifically said she doesn't want people to loot. She doesn't want people to beat those people. So I really don't understand when you keep on spreading lies about the March and March, like, what is your agenda? I love SMWX podcast, but I just did not get that part when they said they don't like these marches when they are violent. Tell me one single person that has been unalived because Phakelo Mthakathi was leading that march, or Ngizwe Mchunu was leading that march, or Jacinta Mangobese was leading that march. People should just wake up and stop listening to these intellectuals, because we're not going to fix this country if we listen to them. Last week I saw a video where Jacinta was busy addressing the crowd in Durban, and apparently it was organized by the Umkhonto we Party, and I felt like she was campaigning for the Umkhonto we Party. The things that she was saying, that was just wrong, Jacinta. We need to call you out. You can't tell people to vote for Umkhonto we Party. You even made comments like Jacob Zuma's party, they are calling it a stokvel, yes, blah, 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 but you cannot force people to vote for Umkhonto we Party. And Umkhonto we Party does not even have a direction. You cannot tell me that party has a direction. Yes, they might win in KwaZulu-Natal and whatsoever, but I don't believe in Umkhonto we Party. I mean, I'm talking about the people who are so irresponsible. I think they got like about 54 or 53 seats in parliament, but they are failing to fill those seats. How are they going to govern this country? They love fighting for positions. The former Secretary General of the Umkhonto we Party, Floyd Shivambu, said every month they are withdrawing millions in that party and they don't know who's taking that money. There's no accountability, and you want people to vote for that party, and they must never ever vote for African National Congress, the EFF, the DA, the MK. I feel like I know you guys are going to attack me, saying no, at least Zuma did something, at least Jacob Zuma did something for poor people when he was still a president. We've seen the infrastructure development. At least he built 2 universities. He also built jails. He also built the roads. I think he's the first president who gave Black people a lot of tenders. But our people, shame, man. They just chowed the money. They never did any work. It was all about chowing the money. They didn't want to pay the workers. They were just enriching themselves instead of doing the work. But he gave people a chance to escape poverty, and people were getting those tenders is people who were connected to ANC. Share your views on this one. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye. See you on the next episode.